First and foremost, from mine to your coast. Whether you Westerners, Lokes, or fur coats, 64 squares, but it's plenty more there. Personal warfare, bounce like Foursquare. Stay between the lines, being of mind and body. I just
think it's really important for students to see people who are from their communities, really, because I can talk to them all day long as their teacher, but they really need role models to speak to them about what's happening in their communities. So I think it was a great event.
What I learned that it's better to stay in school than be out in the streets and do what you have to do.
You know, they're showing that people can actually make it, whatever they can try, how hard they can do it. As long as they believe in themselves, as long as they have people that care about them. Everything.
Got it. DLabrie. This how we do it, man. Connell, man. What class is this? 08 right here, man. Class of 08.
There's not as much youth programs for us to like to talk to people, like people coming out and having the time to talk to us about youth, and there's not that many people who do that.
You know where you gotta move. Why you cheating already?
I thought it was perfect, you know. We really reached out to the youth, and it makes us think about life in general, you know, like the decisions we make, how it impacts our community, our society, you know, as people, and you know, just referring to having these people growing up in the same conditions we grow up in. They're like a very good role model, good example to look up to, because they owe, you know, it shows out there real people out there that do love us, you know, do care for us, you know. We can come out to something big one day, just gotta work hard at it and strive for it.
Kings, queens, bishops, rooks, knights, pawns, checkmate you took. It's like I'm being pulled a million ways by meat hooks. Roll with scholars and crooks. From the corner I'm switching spots with the king like a rook. Move sideways, watch the pawns get took. Front line, two-step, but you can't turn back. And know that. Can't walk it out, can't talk it out, cause you gotta act now. How many killers will your castle allow? Don't freeze up your style. You gotta beat the machine like Kasparov. Queen is your second eyes without her.
Thank you. So we are here this afternoon for a special event for the O'Connell students, produced by the Hip Hop Chess Federation and its founder, Adisa Banjoko. He's done a lot for O'Connell. And he has brought 3 hip hop stars here to entertain with you and talk with you. We have Immortal Technique. JT, the Bigga Figga. DLabrie is up here, right? Thank you, I'm sorry about that. Please give a warm welcome, and thank you so much for being here.
Hey, what's up, y'all? How's everybody feeling? Y'all good? All right, let me pull this aside. This is going to be a real casual conversation. My name is Adisa. They call me the Bishop. I'm with the Hip Hop Chess Federation. What we do is we fuse music, chess, and martial arts to teach cats about unity, strategy, and nonviolence. I'm not here to teach you anything you don't already know. I'm just trying to help you expand it. All right? Now, if you look at the chessboard, you see it's got 64 squares, it's got 2 teams, one black, one white. But everything in between it are the nuances of the game. It's the smaller things that you got to pay attention to. This game has been around the world. There is no country on earth that doesn't have raw chess players. And there's no culture on earth that chess hasn't touched. The same thing is true of martial arts. The same thing is true of music. And so that's why Immortal Technique, JT, and my man DLabrie from Hip Hop Congress are here. This is what we're going to talk to y'all about. If you look at violence in the world, you know, I do a lot of work in prisons. JT, DLabrie, Immortal Technique, we talk to youth all the time. Some of them are incarcerated, some of them aren't. But 99% of the time, when I talk to these cats on lockdown, what they tell me is this. if I would have thought for one more second, I would have done something different. I wouldn't have pulled that gun. I wouldn't have smoked that dope. I wouldn't have tried to move the rocks. And chess is a simple way for all of you to learn to think about consequences, owning the moves that you make in life, how to get out of a bad position. These are the things that we're going to talk about today. So one of the first things that I noticed about chess is that sometimes winning isn't necessarily me taking your king. A lot of times, winning is just about holding a position and not moving, not letting anybody distract you from your goal until you've done what you want to do. So I'm going to pass the mic, and what we're going to talk about is Immortal Technique. Tell me a situation, this is for each of you. Tell me a situation where you had to hold your position until you could do what you wanted to do, and how you did it.
I mean, as it relates to chess, also, it's interesting. When I was locked up, that's a game that I played quite often. You know, we used to gamble on the chess games at times too, just to make it a little bit more interesting. Whatever commissary was up, so that winner, you know, had a little something to go back to his miserable self with. But I think that at that point, it helped me to think about strategizing and planning what I was going to do with my life when I got out, what I wanted to do in terms of my life in general. And it taught me that even if you have more pieces, for example, if somebody has more money than you, or their family got more money than you, or they dress a little bit nicer, that doesn't necessarily mean that they win it. Because you have more pieces in the game doesn't mean that you win it. It's what position you in that dictates how things end. Because you can be up a rook, and be up a bishop, be up a few pieces, another pawn, and still lose. So the game doesn't depend on just material possessions. It's how you think about it and how strong your family is as a unit. So that's one thing that definitely I could relate to from the board to real life, and especially during that particular position in my life, it gave me a lot of time to think about what I wanted to do.
Clap it up, y'all. How y'all doing today? My name is JT, the Bigga Figga, local legendary independent tycoon from San Francisco. Happy to be here at John O'Connell. What's up, John O'Connell? All right, yeah, I feel like I'm at home. You know, this is Frisco, you know, I'm from Frisco, so it's much love. One of the things, as far as, let me give you an example. Who all know the rap artist The Game? Raise your hand if you heard of The Game. Everybody should have heard of The Game with Dr. Dre, 50 Cent. Okay. Well, that was an artist that I found in 2002, February 14th, at a hip-hop summit in Los Angeles, California. And I came down to Los Angeles with about 8 guys from San Francisco. It was a life-changing event because they was about to have an opportunity to meet Minister Louis Farrakhan, who was calling all the rappers together with Suge Knight and Russell Simmons to look out for the independence that was on the underground, but needed to know that it's a responsibility once you make it in this rap game. So that's what the whole hip-hop summit was about. Well, these 8 guys that I brung was kind of like different pieces on this board almost. I don't consider myself a king or nothing like that, but I was the king that day. Okay, and going down here, I brought my own pieces down to the hip-hop summit, which is these artists. But at the time that I was going down there, it's like we was trying to get to this side. We was trying to get these pieces over here, which are being known for being a rap artist, being independent, achieving, getting further, and getting this king or this queen, which is winning the game, which is being able to feed your family, if nothing else. You can pay the bills this month or this year. You can take care of your little child. You can take care of those around you that helped you get there. Well, by finding this artist, I never knew that he would really be what I thought he would be, meaning that I found him